How's it going, everybody? Zoink Meister Patrick here, and today I'm going to be doing a little one-off by myself because I don't have much in the way of recording because things are pretty weird right now. I honestly don't know how much I'll be keeping up with uploads, but I figured I'd do something fun for today and try to show off some of my favorite games from BlueMaxima's Flashpoint, I think is what it's called. I've been meaning to do this for a long time, ever since I did the Flashpoint video forever ago. I'll try to link it, probably annotations, if you're curious about using this for yourself. But as you can see, it has tons of games. I mean, I think it says right here the total is 191,000 games, which is obviously a lot. And so my big thing is that if you want to see more of these games, I should say Cynic Placebo. I've mentioned him before on the channel. I'll mention him again. He's played a lot of these. Great way to check out new games. He shows cases, tons and tons of new stuff over in his channel. But I want to show you guys some of my favorites in case you don't know where to start with something like this. And these are some ones I've curated. This is way more than I'll be able to show off in one video, but I figured I'd go through and kind of showcase some of my top favorites. Eventually, I'd love to get to all of these one day, but for the time we have, I'm going to start with just Mario Combat. And I've actually never played Mario Combat Deluxe. I just kind of have it on here because I'd love to try it. Maybe we'll try it here. Maybe that's a good kind of middle ground. So I'll show you this. It's usually pretty loud. Yeah, that clipped the audio pretty hard. I'll just make that full screen. It's got great music. And you can see the sides of the screen here are kind of rough looking, but whatever, it's a Flash game. So I have A as attack, and I think that's my only button that does anything, if I remember correctly. Otherwise it's the arrow keys, and actually my microphone's in the way of the arrow keys. So I'm gonna try to move it a little bit here. So one thing you can do is, ow, get beat up, I guess. You have that, there we go. You can kind of like combo, well, Koopas. I don't think you can jump on their heads. So basically the A button does attacks. If you spam the A key, it does that. So you see there's a big old delay. But if you kind of like hit, and then pause, let's see if I can do it. Come on. Hit, forward. It's that one. It's hit, forward, hit, I think. Hit, forward, hit. There it is, I got it. You see, he does like different combos, and I don't know what they all are. That's the main one that's really good, is the hit, that one. But yeah, you can also hold down and press A, and he'll do an uppercut, or if you jump in the air, he'll do a little like smackdown move from Smash Bros. So that one's pretty good. The thing is that, like, for the most part, I'm usually looking for score. And so the best way to get score is generally not to smack them into the lava, because you get score on hit more than you get on kills. Let's see if I can get, so that one combo, that's part of what makes it good, is you see how many hits you get in. It's kind of funny because you actually want to do like less damage most of the time, because things that do more damage will kill them faster, and so then you can't get follow-ups. Like there, I got in a little hit, and that was able to get me a little bit more score. And that's kind of, I play this game all the time. It's super short. It definitely won't take the full time that we have. And so I'm hoping that I can kind of show off Mario Deluxe 2. Deluxe, whatever. I've never played that game. This I just happen to know to jump over, but I think you'll like automatically, you can change your direction in midair a little bit. Not as much as on the ground, but it's just, I don't know, it's fun to beat up Koopas. They're all red Koopas. This is a very simple game. We're already like 2/3 of the way through or something like that. There's really not much. I mean, I think there's one more level and then the boss fight. And there's some like little minor differences from what I remember when I played this like as a real Flash game, instead of here on Flashpoint. And it's probably just my imagination, but one thing I remember is that when you went through this area, and I'll kill this guy. Hold up. I remember this being like a looping segment where, yeah, right here. For some reason in my like, what do you call it? Mandela effect brain, you had to like go over the top of this. You had to go over the top of this the first time you went through, or else it wouldn't progress. But I mean, I've gone both ways. It doesn't matter. This is the next stage, no matter what. I don't think there's any way to like not progress. There we go. That one middle combo that I said is very good is always hard for me to pull off consistently. I said we were 2/3, but I guess we were more like halfway, because we still have this level and then is the boss. So yeah, that's pretty good. I love it. I'm gonna try to combo the boss as best I can, kind of show you my skittles, but I'm not. Here, I'm actually, this elevator is a great example of kind of what I was talking about in terms of trying to do like less damage, because if I get on here, I'll show you 2 enemies appear very shortly. But the problem is that if you do one like major combo like that, then he's gone. And it's like, oh, I could have gotten way more points off of that guy. if I, you know, kind of like tried my best to tease him a little bit, right? And get some more score off of him. Like, I don't really kill him so much as just knock him off. That's not what I want to do. I'm trying to do the one that I showed you guys. This part, you want to see if you can get him in the midair, as he jumps a bunch. And then here's the hard part. There we go. Concentrating, full concentration here. Ah, then he does this fireball attack and prevents you from getting in close. It doesn't do too much damage though, as long as you're careful. There we go. I have way more space on this side. Then he jumps again. Try to get him in midair if we can. Try to time the jumps, and then this should be easily enough to kill him. You can get like fewer or more cycles depending on, there you go, how you do. 583. I don't know if that's good for me or not. Oh, there's a fireball off screen. Let me actually see. Yeah, here we go. 740 is my record for score. So 583 is not amazing, but it's not too bad. So yeah, that's this game. Let's see if we can find anything else that's fun. Well, I kind of want to try Mario Kart Deluxe. I honestly don't know how long it is. I've never played it before, but I don't know. Maybe this is the video for it, right? Let's give it a shot. That first one was very, very short. Okay. A is jump, S is attack, D is special attacks, okay? Oh, this plays much more like Smash Bros. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, this plays like just like Smash Bros. Interesting. I don't know anything about this, so I don't expect to do well. Oh, I can like charge up my, how did I do that? Oh, it's like a, okay. It's like my smash. Gotcha, okay. It's interesting, this is tap, non-tap to jump, so up does not jump, no matter how much I want it to. But luckily, I play Smash Bros. Normally not really tap to jump anyway, so. It's so weird though. I'm so used to the other game where it is, can I change direction midair? Kind of. Let me see, I'm gonna run forward, jump, and then hold back. A little bit. I'm so used to like my direction being a big part of it, but it's so weird. Okay, I don't know what's gonna be down here. Just gonna jump. Ow, I think I died, wow. Okay. Do I have a time limit? Not that I see. I have a double jump though, for sure. Let's, yeah, wow, it's very Smash Bros. Definitely the music is getting more frantic, which is concerning, but, oh, it's Toad. Okay. Oh, wow. Toad has a lot of health. Trying my best to remember how to play Smash Brothers, as I don't play Mario. It feels like there's like infinite juggles that can go on in this game versus the other one if you really knew what you were doing, which I of course do not know. Trying to, jeez. Oh, that like halved my score. The trick is to not die, I think. As you can see in the other game, I'm kind of used to playing it enough where I don't really die, whereas in this game, that is a bit more of a problem. Huh. I wonder if I stopped earning score at some point. I was so busy looking at him, I wasn't actually paying attention to my score. Oh, that's right. I have my special attack. So that does that. Sorry, this is down special. That's my neutral special. This is my up special. Oh, okay. And then my forward special, which looks suspiciously like the first one. Oh, shoot. He's still alive. And then the music changes. Ah, jumping with A is, I'm not used to that. Luckily I have a double jump in this one. This is another thing where it's like, I'm sure it's designed so that like you don't want them to run off ideally, if you can avoid it. Oh my goodness. Also the damage, the score calculation is so strange. Because it's like, look at that. Like I have an eighth of a score because it divides it by 2, I guess. Makes sense. So I had a fourth of a score and then, okay. So it looks like my forward and my neutral are the same for the special, which is how 64 plays. Damn it. Okay, I have to remember I can look at that score though. Pretty funny. Like I can get pretty far with like between those three things. I can jump, I can skip to the end if I want. Ignore these guys. I feel like that's the safest way to, oh my goodness, what the heck is that? This seems to be pretty effective. I died anyway, so clearly not. I'm determined to beat this toad. I don't know if I can beat that. Okay, well, maybe I'll try not dying this time, see what happens. Just run past him. Okay, there's Bowser. Okay. Trying to keep him above my, Yay! My score was horrendous, but it was worth trying for the first time. It was quite a bit longer than I was expecting, but that's Mario Kombat Deluxe. That felt weird. I've not played that before. Sorry, so as I was saying, yeah, I haven't played that one before. It was interesting. I kind of like the regular Mario Kombat because it's very brain dead, whereas that felt a lot harder. But I can see someone who didn't like how brain dead Mario Kombat 1 felt might want something more of a challenge. Let's try Bowman, because these games are barely... Oh, have I not downloaded them yet? That's fine. I played these before, but I guess it must have been on a previous version. So you can play against a computer. I can also play against a human, but I don't have a human friend right now. So, oh, that was terrible. So we can kind of see what he does and then adjust accordingly. He's 19%. That was not even enough. So let's try for 20%. I like this gives you exact percentages. So it really gives you a chance to 21 even. Ooh, I can even go higher. So cross shot. So he did 19 as well. That was not enough. I did 21, right? So let's try 20, 22-ish. Ooh, there it is. Oh, he's still alive. That should definitely hit me, but at this point, I think it's a little too late. Too little, too late. I'm gonna kill you. Let's try like there. I think that's about where I did before, right? Yeah, almost exact same spot. Easy win. That's the thing. They show you both sides, so these games are always much easier to win on one side than the other. We can try the practice. Practice isn't usually anything interesting. It's just like, you know, oh, it's that distance. Then you go for like 11. Oh, okay. 10, I guess. 10. There it is. You don't want to do that. But you can click early. It's not recommended, but it is doable. And yeah, this practice really isn't anything. That's Bowman 1, right? How do I, is there a way to exit out of this? There's no exit button, so I'm gonna just close it. Or switch to Bowman 2, which is almost an identical game. I'm not gonna lie. I have played plenty of Bowman 2, and yeah, Bowman 2 is kind of the big one. So you can go, yeah, what's the instructions? These are the instructions. Crit hits doubles the damage if the shooting angle exceeds 45 degrees. Ooh, I didn't know that. That's actually, oh, not versus human. I definitely don't want that. Let's try versus a computer. So this one's kind of interesting because you can make the damage higher than 45 degrees, but you have to decrease the, this 100% thing. But it's almost never worth it because, oh my goodness, he's far. That's 17. Yeah, wow. Let's try 25. Yeah, that's it. So that's the thing. If you get first hit, you can always do the same thing because they tell you how much it is. And so it's like, oh, okay, I can just do even slightly higher than 25. You know, like 26. Yep. I'm going to hit him every time, and so he can't win. Yeah, see, I already won. Like, it's that easy. So that's the thing. I don't know why you'd ever do anything other than just a headshot, but practice the same thing as it was before. Just kind of shoot straight-ish to see where it is. Oh, it's very far. So let's try, I don't know, 18? Yeah, why not? Oh, it's very far. 25. Damn, okay. 27. Okay. 30. Okay, that was too much. 29. There it is. I assume practice is just in case you want to get, you know, practice with like shooting it straight up and seeing how good you can do. Usually I always go for 100 because it's the only thing you can get like very consistently, but let's try, I don't know, let's try 50 at like 88. Are we even close? No, so 61. This is hard to do. Oh, come on, that was so close. But yet so far. I'm just gonna drop this one at the floor. wonder if you can kill yourself in practice that way. Anyway, 60, I'll try 61 on the dot because I already forgot what we were doing. Oh, it just needs a little bit more jimmies. A little bit more jimmies. Let's try, I don't know, 60.7. I'll bet this has it. Bet this has it. Easy, look at that. Boom. That would have been a critical. Maybe, I don't know. The fun part is you can shoot it straight up at exactly 90 degrees because it lets you calculate that. Come on. There it is, 90 degrees. That's how you hit yourself. Goes so high and it comes right back down. Easy. Okay, and the last thing that's fun here is bird hunting. Yeah, this can be fun. You just kind of, oh, I missed. You have infinite arrows though, so I just kind of, whoa. Oh, I missed. Oh no. Yeah. The fun thing though is, yeah, there you go. You want to get like 2 birds with the price of 1 arrow. Oh, I missed. Just kind of, yeah. Yeah. I don't know what it is about the bird hunting mode. This was always my favorite when I was younger and played this game more. Oh, trying to get those 2 birds. Yeah, that was a good one. That was 2 at the same time. But I don't know. I like the ones where it like lands downwards on them. I don't know how to describe it. Like let's see if I can pull one off. No, I missed. Give it to me. There we go. But no, it's not that. It's the, let's see. So close. I pulled off some earlier because it shoots them up a little bit. This might be no, that one. Yeah, that's what I like. I think that's so silly. Just the idea of like a dead bird flying out of the sky to hit another bird. I don't know. Maybe it's morbid, but yeah. Anyway, I used to play this constantly, and that's enough of this game, I think. Oh, come on. Let's see if I can get one more. One more. You can also just like pepper this guy. And then eventually you do that. There we go. All right, that's enough of that game. This one also won't let you quit out. I don't know what that's all about. So we'll just close it that way, the old-fashioned way. We still have some more time. Those Bowman 1 and 2, Mario Combat 1 and 2. They have the balloons, the old balloons game, TD. They have the newest ones on Steam, but the older ones are here for free. I would play Age of War, but I think that's going to be too long. Unless I cut it down. I guess I could probably just cut it down, show my tactics. Because these are really the ones I usually play. Is I play Age of War, and then Mario Combat, and those are kind of my 2 go-tos. I mean, other than Attack on Titan, but you know. But yeah, I'll show this one off. This is kind of this is a classic. I used to play this a ton when I was in high school, mostly, I think. I'm going to play it on normal because the differences between these is just the enemy gets more money, basically. Because the way this game works is that you have a limited funds, right? I have 175 gold. But as you can see, the enemy, or maybe not yet, but you'll see the way that I play this is kind of fun. I don't place any units so I can save my money. But somehow the enemy still gets just kind of infinite money. So he places units forever. And so there you go. This gets you some money right off the bat, and then you can afford a turret, the egg turret, and that kind of lets you start building up money early on, because you know this is a moneymaker. It's like I don't have to spend any additional money past the initial cost, and then eventually I want to add a turret spot for 1,000. And the music bangs, you know, gotta love that music. Yeah. So I'll probably skip around on this to when something interesting is happening. So fast forward. Beat drop. So there you saw I took a little damage. I'm at 464 health instead of 500, but I mean, you get more health back when you level up. When you gain XP to level up. So I'm at 500 right now. I need 4,000 to evolve. But you can also kind of like throw this in there too and hope it hits someone. I missed in that case, but still, I mean, 480. It's worth it to me for the money. Because I need to build up a lot of money early on. Also, the music's a banger. I would show off my other tactic, but it doesn't work well unless they get like really close. So, which actually I might do that right now. No, they didn't get close enough. Unless they did. I don't think they did. That's okay. I'll show off the other tactic here soon enough. I'll wait till we get a little further in though. It's called the strike me down or two more take my place tactic. And we'll see if anyone here has it. I don't think they do though. These all look, no, usually you can tell from the attack animation if they have it or not. Yeah, it's usually when, oh, there we go. There was a guy. See, look, so this guy has lower health because these two guys were on top of each other. So you can like stack units in this game, but it only works if they're backed up all the way to the back. So I normally don't touch it until I know that there's a bunch of enemies coming in. Also, this is when you get the dinos come out, that's when you want to use your meteors. Same thing with this guy. You can see he got a turret. I don't know where he got that money from. He's only killed like 4 of my units. It's definitely not enough to afford. What dinos are 100 each. Like, no chance. That's okay. I have 1,000, so I can afford another one of these, which is kind of the important part. Get another, yeah, I can get a primitive catapult pretty soon here. Maybe I'll save up for that. Usually I just bailed the base unit to defend my base whenever people get particularly close, because you can see, like, you know, this guy's not going to be held up by the turret, but I can start building on top of them. And they should be sufficiently backed up at this point, I think, for the super tactic. They're not going to get far. I mean, that's the thing about this game is I've never, and I could just be bad at it, but I've never been able to play it in a way where I could beat the enemy in, even on normal difficulty, in any era except for the final era. And so I don't normally try that hard in any of the eras until the last one, because as far as I can tell, just the way that the enemy's programmed, he's like pretty unbeatable for the most part. I actually have enough to evolve myself, but I think I'd rather get a turret going, and then I can evolve. I can't remember if this special resets or not. We can give it a shot though. There we go. See if I can hit this guy. Yeah, I like mousing over them because it makes me feel like my luck gets better. No, I didn't restart my thing, but that's okay. Next turret here that I want is that fire catapult, which actually I have enough for. So I can go ahead and sell this guy and get that fire catapult, which is pretty good. You'll see why here pretty soon. Boom! So it creates these little mini jars. I didn't realize those were jars. I always thought it was rocks this whole time. And those little mini jars can do damage to people. The one downside to the fire catapult is that its accuracy is horrendous. It like will constantly overshoot enemies unless they're stopped. And the random ones always go randomly, so you can never really guarantee they're gonna hit what you want them to hit. But still, having the extra damage I think is generally worth it. 750. How much does this sell for? 325. I think that's enough, right? If I sell it, yeah, that I can get another one of these. Oh, I think I literally, I can't believe I just did that. I think I just wasted money for no reason. I meant to sell this one for 250, and then afford this. So I'll know when I get to 500 that I can do that. Until then, maybe we'll just fast forward. So now I had enough to buy this, so I'm going to buy this. But I was without a turret for a second there, so I'm going to use this to protect myself. You can see it doesn't quite go all the way to the end. It tends to be right in front of you, which, I don't know, there's probably advantages too, because it keeps people off your back, but the disadvantage is that you don't quite get to wipe the whole field with it. And the specials aren't created equal, that's for sure. This arrow one is definitely one of the better ones, and then the one immediately following this is one of the worst ones, which, not because it's a bad design choice, it's the next one's only bad because it's it only works with units, and as I've already described, there's not really much point in using units early on because, I don't know, as far as I can tell, it's just impossible to win on units until the end of the game. So it kind of, the next one's really bad just because it's not free, I guess. So it's like you have to spend units for it to do anything. So I don't know. You can see like having those extra little damage things, they put in work, you know, it doesn't do much, but it's there. So like, look, this is hitting people more. I like it. Wait for them to get close and then we'll drop an arrow on them. Let the arrows rain. You have to be careful around the range guys though, because, ooh, my thing missed. Ooh, I actually need to make a unit guy. Because that's the one downside to catapults is that they have a hard time hitting people right in front of the base. They tend to like overshoot them the closer they get. It's pretty funny, this guy has the oil, which requires me to be like directly underneath, and that's not gonna happen, so I'm not too worried. I can add another turret spot though. And actually getting another one of these is really good way to spend that money. And the final turret spot is 7,500, which is expensive. But I actually have enough to evolve already. But as I've said before, I don't like the next special, so I'll usually use this one before I evolve. The downside is that the evolved units are way stronger than all of my stuff. So I can like throw units out to protect, but they're not gonna last too long. I'm kind of mostly relying on the fact that there's debris flying everywhere. Yeah, we'll throw this out. This is enough to kill most of these guys. There we go. I got that guy back there. And I might even hold off a little longer if he's not going to drop units right now. I don't think it's enough for another special, but I can try. I can try and I can fail. That's crazy. You get XP and gold from killing things, but I don't think they tell you the XP. Whereas they do tell you the gold. Or no, I don't think they tell you anything. You just have to watch. Let me see. Does it tell you? We're about to find out. Yeah, 260. So it tells you the gold. It just doesn't tell you the XP. I'm gonna stick these guys around a little longer. As I said, I want that special, especially. Special. My special is special. My specially. I don't think there's any gold advantage to staying at a lower rank, by the way, in case you're wondering. It's not like having the weaker units has any advantage. The only reason I'm refusing to update is because of the new power is just not good. I'd rather use this power while I have it. It's pretty strong. And with that, we'll update. You can see the next power here is this one. What it does is just heals your units. But we're gonna sell our lowest cannon here and buy this one because we have the money for it now. And this is way better and a very similar vibe. You can see it makes little extra things, but it shoots straight instead of lobbing. And so it's much less likely to miss. Or maybe just because it's faster, I'm not sure, but it does miss a lot less. How much do these sell for? 375. So I'll have to wait until I'm kind of close to 6,000 before I even think about selling it. Gunner guys are kind of scary because they can do damage to you from afar, but you can see my health is already much higher, right? I have 1900 health compared to the 500, so that little bit of damage they did early on didn't really matter much, which is why I never really worry about it. But I think I'm gonna maybe fast forward more. Oh, I guess I can show off my special. Yes, cannon guy will be someone good to show it off with. So I'll use it here so you can see when he takes damage, see his health comes right back. So it's good if you're using units, but the thing is that I'm not using units. And the weird thing is it heals them too. See, they get like a little mini half blessing whenever I use my blessing, and it's the only one that does that. All other specials only affect the enemy, or only damage the enemy. Is the only one that like hurts you to use. I don't know, it's kind of weird. But I'll go ahead and grab another one of these because I can. And I might even grab the large cannon just because it's a little better. Well, for now I'll buy this guy, but ooh. There we go, sell that. And I'll wait a little bit longer. Kind of playing a dangerous game here, but I think I can play it. Yeah, see, that was easy enough, and then I can afford this. Last turret spot is only a little bit more than one of these cannons, so I'll probably hold off for that. But until then, I'll see you guys on the far side of me making money. Oh, we're already at the next stage. Just kidding. Maybe never mind then. So this next stage is the modern era, which is one away from the final era, which is the one that you win in. It's just the win button. So I'm kind of just waiting to, actually, I'll just advance right now because this next special is way better. And it doesn't increase the like turret spot price or anything like that. And even these turrets are significantly better too. So I think I like the rocket turret as the lowest one. So once I can afford this, I'll put it at the top. But I can show you what this does. It's pretty strong, but it's very infrequent. So it'll tend to miss people a lot. Say like it just went right in the middle of this guy. But at least it's more regular, so you can kind of plan around it. I like it. It's really good against the super. So you can see, I should say every era has 3 turrets and every era has 3 units with the exception of the final era. Which is why the final era is the one that you win in. And so the third unit here is the like heavy unit, and the heavy unit in this particular era is a tank, and the tank is huge. And so the special is very good against it. So that's why I like to use it. But until then, I'm just holding off on, I think can I afford it? I can afford all the kinds of stuff. So let's sell, well for now I'll buy this, and then I'll sell this and buy this. So you might be wondering why are you buying the rocket turrets when you could be buying all double turrets? The reason is, and this is kind of weird, you can see the rocket turret aims super high for some reason. I'll show it off here. See, it like aims for the tippity top of their head. And so there's certain circumstances where if you kill an enemy fast enough, the rocket turret will actually go across the whole map and hit the enemy base, which is kind of funny. And so I mainly did it just to kind of show that off. So I'll buy another rocket turret here, although that one's unlikely to do anything. And then I'll buy kind of this style turret right there, and that should be enough to kill anything quickly. Let's see if the angle, I think the angle on this one might not be enough to kill something. I can double check. Probably not. Probably just sell this one and get the better turret. Just kill things more quickly. Oh yeah, I can show you the tank. So as you can see, this hits it like multiple times. 1, 2, see, that's kind of nice. And it goes a little bit further than the arrows did, so it's cool. I don't know, I like it. And I think I have enough to, yeah, I have enough to evolve, which is important because this third turret is a big part of what lets you win. But more importantly is these super soldiers. They're the win button. So that's kind of what you're working up towards the whole game. So I'm gonna start selling from the top, just because it's more fun that way, and I'll be saving up for these ion rays. I realized I did that way too early, but that's okay. Usually it's a bad idea to advance before the enemy because your stuff costs more and their stuff doesn't give you as much money, and they don't have to worry about costs. So it doesn't make any sense to advance before they do. I just happened to notice that I could, and so I did. But I can show you what this power does, which is pretty cool. I like this power better because it's completely misses, I guess, but it goes not as far as the airplane, but it hits more consistently. So I don't know, pros and cons. Also, as you can see, this is wreck and shot for the most part anyway, so I'm not too worried. They updated. So this is the new guy. He has a big old sword. It's kind of funny. But yeah, it's gonna be the same old. I think this will still be plenty enough to kill him. I mean, the modern age has good damaging stuff, and this will just get us more money. So it's gonna be the long game until then. I'll probably catch you guys back when I can afford the ion ray, although it should be very soon here, I would hope. After I kill, oh, there you go, that's enough right there. So I'll show you what this does. It shoots these little blue lasers very quickly. It's very similar to these double turrets. The only difference is that this one also just shoots really high like the rockets do. And so yeah, you can see it's like shooting way above his head, and so it'll tend to hit the person behind him. And so if you have one really low, then it has a good chance of hitting the enemy side. So I'm usually kind of trying to save up to get all 4 of those, and then I save up to get a bunch of super soldiers, and that's the game. So I'm gonna kind of fast forward it here, and then you can kind of see my final bits of strategy, if you can call it that. There you go, that did way more damage. Kind of shows you what that does. Okay, and now I'm gonna be kind of trying to time a kill to see if I can do some damage on the enemy base using the special. We'll see if I can pull it off. Just there's no way I can kill it that way. Oh, there, I just got a bunch of damage like that. So you can see turrets can do damage to the enemy side, especially these blue ones, just because of how high they aim. But I usually don't go for a kill that way because I think eventually the enemy starts spawning so many people that there's just no way. It's kind of this early game where you can get a little bit of damage off, but it doesn't make any difference in the long run, honestly. So I'm just kind of waiting for my gold to build up at this point. You see he has his own little mini turrets, but it's not gonna make a difference. Funny, the tanks just are more tanks, but they're hover tanks, so they're scary. That's the other thing about the final era, is that these blue turrets are just like way overpowered compared to the turrets you get relative to the units in the primitive era. So that's kind of part of it, is that, you know, it's like there's no chance for these things to get past even 2 blue turrets, and by the time I get all 4, it's like they really don't stand a chance. I can grab a second one right now even, or a third one, I should say. Yeah, I can even go ahead and sell this one so I can get to the 4th one faster, because like I said, it's not gonna make a big difference. And there you go, I'm up to all 4 turrets, and it's now just a waiting game while I try to build up tons of money for 5 super soldiers or something like that, and then I win. Usually at this point, I kind of stop playing and I'll go do other things and just wait for the money to build up in the background. But I'll let it run for this episode and I'll just fast forward it. You can kind of see we've gotten so far that the enemy spawns new units so quickly that there's no chance of us getting base damage off anymore, which is why that strategy doesn't work out in the long run unless you like early on spec into these 2 blue lasers at the bottom. Then you can do some decent damage, but I've never been able to kill it that way, I don't think, just because he spawns too many enemies too rapidly. Yeah, see, there's already someone there, so. And the turrets only start shooting at about like here-ish, even though the lasers can keep flowing. Oh, that's kind of funny. He actually killed that guy, even though he wasn't within range. I guess something else to note is that the enemy never gets any harder. He just starts repeating the same pattern over and over again at some point. I think this is already at the end of what the enemy can do. Like, I don't think he gets any more towers. I don't think he gets any more turrets. I think it's just kind of this until the end of the game. So that's kind of the other part of this, is that it's not like you have to worry about if you wait too long that your turrets will eventually get overwhelmed or anything. You really can just like not play at this point. Okay, so I can show you guys, this is kind of the end of the game at this point. The super soldier costs 150,000. So in order to make 5 of them, which is the maximum you can make at one time, it would cost 750,000. Each of these turrets sell for 50,000. So if I sold all 4, that would give me 20,000. And that's obviously gonna be plenty. So I can sell all of these guys if I want, because there's no chance that it doesn't work at this point. I'll leave to sell that one. You can see I have plenty, but I can even on top of this wait to shoot a big old laser cannon, get some more money if I wanted to. Well, it wasn't enough to kill him. Let's get, I can start making super soldiers. You'll see I start taking damage, but I've already won, so. Super soldiers are pretty cool. They're like a ranged style unit, but they have tons of health. So they're kind of just guaranteed to kill everything. And this is basically the end of the game. Oh, you see, he did take some extra damage. Oh, he did actually get a blue turret eventually too, but I think it's enough to take out one of these guys. But I think even with like 2 or 3, you can easily win. I could even make a 6th here. You can say, yeah, it didn't even kill the first super soldier, but it's mostly because there's people behind him also doing damage. So if you just make 1, it's not enough, but 2 or 3, I think is easily enough. Generally speaking, I think you can't lose with 3. I don't know why I went to 5. It's the most you can make. I thought it'd be fun. But that's this game. I'm not gonna play again. But and that's some of these. Hopefully I'll show off more, especially if people are interested in this. As you can see, there's a ton of these that I've grown over time. You can just look at these and try them out for yourself, obviously, if you want. But until then, I hope I see you next time. This is Zoink Meister Patrick, and Zoink out.